Hey, who are you gonna call? Ghost Tinglers! In training. Welcome back to Oracle Seasons. Previously we came here to the Explorer's Crypt. And we have ghosts! And we destroyed them with our awesome sword. This thing's cool with the red ring, which I'm not wearing right now because I'm healing. We have a healing ring too. But we were doing some dungeon stuff, and we found ourselves the rock cape. Double jumping! But we have to finish up this dungeon. And I just got a small key, which means I gotta backtrack a little bit. Ah, jeez, I hope I remember where. I think it involves these Armo statues. Which means I'm gonna have to use my boomerang again. Which I'm gonna use is dead. Well, you're dead. And you're dead. And you're dead. Man, if I could only make them step on the switch and just run through the door real quick. But no, it doesn't work like that. At least I have enough hearts that I could use my red ring again. I'll get hit and just go right back to the other ring. Okay, this guy is dead. We can push him over here. But we're gonna have to do it because the block's in the way. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have to head in this direction now. There is a locked block somewhere near level 20 Tetris that I'm going to have to solve somehow. I'm gonna have to go back through this room. I'm pretty sure. It's one of these rooms, I know it. That water is especially crackly today, and I don't know why. Ah, here's the locked block. We also have haunted floors, and we're gonna have to do some double jumping. Yeah, there's the haunted floors now. You know what, I'm just gonna wait here and let it have its tantrum. Because it doesn't throw all the tiles at you. And then we just jump across the tiles that are left. Watch out, there's crumbling floors too, don't linger for too long. And we have to jump on the Tetris piece. Right here. So it wasn't close to level 20 Tetris at all, but there was Tetris involved. That's how I remembered it. This looks like a fun room with collapsible floors in it. And this looks like a fun room with a puzzle solution. I'm gonna have to get to that switch if I want to open this door. And luckily, I have the double jump for the job. And the sword power to do it. That's why I didn't equip the healing ring. Oh, stay away from me, buddy. Stay away from the summoner! I told you to stay away from the summoner! You didn't do it! You didn't listen! Now you're gonna get spin attacked. I said you're gonna get spin attacked. I can't stop for a moment in this room. Not for a single moment, unless you're over here. This is kind of a safe spot. Hey Moldorm, get over here. Ah! No regrets! Absolutely no regrets. Except for I didn't get that fairy. No, that fairy's gone. And now we're going to have to learn how to super double jump. We're gonna need it to get across this gap. So just like with the rock feather, we can super double jump with a Pegasus seed. I'm gonna need this again, but I also want this pot. That's why there's Pegasus seeds in that pot. Now we can enter this room. To another mini-boss! I'm gonna get double ghosted. Oh, that is so lame. How many centuries did you have to think one up and you only got that? Well, time to kill their lame puns. Also, you're going to need the slingshot with fire ammo. Because they're going to prioritize the torches. Because if they take all the torches out, they take you back to the beginning of the dungeon. Don't let them do it, man. Luckily, I have my super powerful sword. My Ghostbuster sword. Take that! It's my trademark technique. If that guy would have blown out that torch, I would have got sent to the beginning of the dungeon, because I was neglecting these other torches. That was lucky. We're done that now. Welcome to a maze! With the most annoying Wizrobes in the world. Yeah, they definitely got the Zelda 1 vibes going on here. With these Wizrobes flying around. And they'll just bombard you with magic shots. A lot like these guys. But you've got to take the right stairways, or you'll end up getting wizarded. And don't get wizarded. Follow my path instead, it's handy dandy. Until this kind of stuff happens. Stay away from my area. This is my area, you're not allowed in it. Good, they listened. Now we have ways to go. I want to go in this direction. And these pots will respawn fairies, so this is a great place to heal. Yay, treasure! I wonder what the wizards are guarding that was so valuable. Not even justifying that with a remark. Not even justifying it. These are some poor wizards. Okay, I justified it with a remark. I feel better. But still. What the heck, man? What the heck? This is the way we get out of this dungeon. This terrible dungeon with no treasure in it. Looks like we're gonna have to do more of this fancy magnet stuff I love so much. Emphasis on no. Alright, let's get it over with. I mean, you can reset right there, but it's not gonna do you any good. Luckily, they have a block. Also, these are collapsing floors. Don't linger for too long on them. Jump immediately. Or you'll have to do it all over again, just like that. You know what? Instead of switching, I'm just gonna let go of my sword for a while. Let's see if we can do this better. There's no other way to do this besides coming over here. Because then we have to hitch a ride on Tetris. Thanks, Tetris. Tetris has been pretty helpful in this game, I gotta say. I'm gonna miss Tetris. I wonder if there's any Tetris in, Ages. I wonder if we'll see him again. Because he was a nice cameo. Yes, I'm implying that the lion piece is at least the male one. I don't know about the other ones. I'm sure there's a girl in there somewhere. There's always a girl in there somewhere. Always got established genders for even inanimate objects like Tetris. Tetris doesn't care about that kind of thing. He just wants to... What does Tetris want to do? It seems to just like lining up and destroying itself. I'm kind of concerned for Tetris now. What's wrong, Tetris? Do you want to talk about it? Tetris doesn't want to talk about it. How'd you like me ranting about Tetris? Because we're solving puzzles. All over the place. I haven't seen those in a while. Also, we got a puzzle going on here. Take a look at that. It's not as simple as it first lets on to be. But we're going to have to solve it nonetheless. So 1 is over there, 2 is right here, and 3's in the middle. This game wants you to super jump to number 1, and not overshoot it. Oh hey, I got it. Oh hey, I didn't get it. Stupid Pegasus Seed is messing up my jumps now. Like that. I don't want to super jump anymore. Okay, good. Doing it in that order gives us another one of these to jump off of. And we still need to get some more key. Do we? I'm not sure. I think I'm just talking out my pie hole. Going way up! Oh. Hey, how about a little bit of warning, Cedric? Jeez. So we're going to have to land on Tetris. We're going to have to hold down. And now we could go all the way over to the Cedric. And he could give us an answer to whatever the heck is going on here. They didn't pay their floor bill. Blow him red. To his right, red. Only I shall shine blue. Okay, that's kind of cryptic. Thanks, Cedric. You're already glowing blue, by the way. So, puzzle solved? No, he's talking about something else. Is this room? So, the bottom is red, and the right should be red. Only I glow blue. He was talking about the orientation of the switches in these rooms. So we gotta head over in this direction now. You know what this one is right here? This one right... that one right there? That is the fat comic relief of the Tetris crew. I think we should have a Tetris cartoon, I'm just saying. That opens the door up in this direction. Is there gonna come to a boss anytime soon? Because I don't see any boss door. I have a boss key, but I don't have the door I need to solve with the key. Also, I'm just taking heart damage like crazy. Oh wait, there's the boss key. I could have sworn I had the boss key already. I must be thinking about the last dungeon. But at least we got the boss key now. I'm gonna need to have to take a stop and get some fairy power before we move on to the boss, which was in the Wizrobe maze. So we're gonna have to backtrack a little bit. Story of my life. We have to backtrack a little bit. Get out of my way. You're a wizard and you're in my way. That's not a good sign, man. That's not a good way to live your life. Don't be in Link's way. We have to go in this direction, but I also want to grab Fairy. So I want to open up these pots. Who is a fairy in there? Up. Gee, thanks, Wizrobe. Ah, there's no fairy anymore because I haven't transitioned out of this room. So I'll just take the wizard's hearts. Good enough. Why? Why do you do this? I guess I'm just gonna have to destroy him without using my laser beams. Even though I don't really do that to begin with anyway. I don't know why I was obsessed about it. But it's the only other Zelda enemy we haven't fought. It's Gleeok. But he only has 2 heads, so he's probably the Gleeok in, what was it, Dungeon 4. If you kill his head simultaneously, you can make this boss fight go really quickly. If you don't kill his heads fast enough, then they'll reattach, and this will extend the boss fight. As you can see, Gleeok likes earthquakes. Just wait for him to charge at you, and hit him in passing. With this powered-up sword, he has no chance. And we get the heart container. And I'm turning down my volume a little bit because Gleeok was loud. It was a little bit too low. Alright, there we go. Now it's time for the penultimate essence! Okay, now that's just lewd. What is... No. Come on. Bring out the real essence. Where is it? I'm not picking that up. Okay, you had me. You japed me. Thank you. Why? I'm just getting word from the script that is indeed the essence. No comment. We got the Seed of Life! Yeah, Seed! Thanks for that, Capcom. No, I am not. I am not carrying this. I'm not carrying this. F you. The heck with you. What is wrong with you? High school called. It wants its jokes back. Make Cedric do it. Oh wait, no, he's dead. Maku Tree, what is with this? What is the deal here? Is this some cruel prank? Oh yeah, sure it did. This is the Jape one, wasn't it? It doesn't really do anything, you just want Link to touch it. Oh. Gee, thanks for the help, Mr. Useless. Ah. Well, thanks for hanging on to my seed, by the way, Link. Maku Tree is going to be voiced by Seth Rogen. He's going to be all about the weed. You know, the kind that grows in the ground during the spring and autumn months, you know. That kind of weed. Not the weed you're thinking about. We're not pig snouts here. Though I don't know about the Maku Tree. He could be into burning bush. Anyway, time to continue our adventure. We don't know where the next dungeon is, but I know where the next dungeon is. And I want to do some other things, though, besides, you know, digging up the graveyard, looking for treasure. We're gonna have to head back to that house to change the season. It's a lot easier now that I have Rock's Cape, so I don't have to jump over single squares. I could jump over 3 now. Even though it's not that helpful, but you know, upgrade is an upgrade. Why'd you do that, Maku Tree? Why the Seed of Life? Why did it have to look like that? Link's Awakening, it was tame in comparison to what you just gave me. Ah, I forgot. One more season. Has to be autumn. That's the only way we're gonna move those mushrooms and get a heart container. Maybe the heart container was the real essence. That's canon now. It's the real essence. Also, you don't need to tap the jump button, even though you can do that. You can just hold the B button, and Link will automatically do his double jump. Just in case you're having problems with that. But this is how you get into the autumn portion of the graveyard. So we can get to these things. You're supposed to see that cave and think, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. And we got the penultimate piece of heart, and the penultimate essence. The last piece of heart we could find in the world is coming up. But I want to dig around in some other areas first, since we got a little bit of time. It's 15 minutes anyway. So, first I want to check out my Gacha tree, of course. Just finished a dungeon. We can get an awesome ring! I'm looking for one ring in particular that's supposed to make Maple a little bit more muggable. There's something called the Maple Ring, and it'll lower her encounters from 30 enemies per to 15 enemies per. Oh, speaking of which, here's the witch. Maybe she'll give us the heart container. Alright, Maple, bring it on. Get back here! No heart container again! You disappoint me. Yeah, I know the drill. I'm getting rich off of you. But I would rather that heart container, thank you. She's gonna be the death of me. She's gonna be the death of the 100% run. That's what she's going to do. Because I am not going to farm her unless she gives me that heart container. Actually, I'm going to keep on farming her. How about that? Give me the heart container. I promise I will not mug you. Scout's honor. And of course, I'm always going to be planting a Gacha seed here. I think there's one more Gacha seed left in the game that we could grab. And we haven't visited the Maku Tree in a while. So we should go back and do that. I just need my Gale Seeds for that. Then we could go and check out another spot before continuing our adventure. Welcome back to Horon Village. But we have a task today, besides appraising rings. Is it the Maple Ring? I hope it's the Maple Ring. I hope one of these is the Maple Ring. The Blast Ring! Well, I got that from the pirates. Bomb damage up. I mentioned that before. How about this one? The Power Ring! That's a bad ring. It's not as good as the red ring. This is one of those trade-off rings. There's some for defense too, and I was told that the green ring, the one I was thinking of, it's not a improved red ring, it's actually just damage up and defense up, without any downsides, but it's not as good. I'd rather use the red ring. Again with this! What are you trying to tell me, Vasu? I'm thinking the first gen ring is like a very common ring in the rare pool. Otherwise, I wouldn't be seeing it as often as I am. But now we could head to the Maku Tree. Oh, and Popple's here now too. They're hearing about essences. Well, I guess we'll find out sooner or later, because we have one dungeon left. Hey Maku Tree, how's it going? Maku Tree has no clue where that last dungeon is. He's kind of ran his course. I was thinking about why I was thinking the Maku Tree was a girl. In ages, the Maku Tree is a girl. Spoiler. This is the boy Maku Tree and there's the girl Maku Tree, and then they get together to make a Deku Tree. But the Maku Tree has fairy points in them now. And you can get seeds if you need them. Especially a Gacha Seed! But speaking of seeds, what's going on up here? It has a W on it. I think Wario's about to make an appearance. But I might as well grab some of the important seeds here, except for Mystery Seed. I haven't really been using Mystery Seeds a whole bunch. I only use them to summon Cedric, really. I don't know if you could use the Gale Seed to get off the Maku Tree quicker, but I'm not going to risk the Gale Seed. I'll just walk out the normal way. If you're playing a linked game, there's a cave over here, called the Hero's Cave. And it's kind of like a bigger dungeon kind of thing. It's like a side dungeon, and you could do some trades in there. Speaking of trades, in the linked version of Seasons, that graveyard will have a Genie at it, and he wants to talk to a guy to give you magic powder. And to get the secret from him, you could upgrade your shield early. Or, I guess in this case, late. So you could go ahead and do that. That's sometime after, like, the 4th dungeon, I believe. So, I guess it is early in the long run. But I need to check out the Sunken City. I need to make my rounds. I need to make sure there's no moblin planning. Because I am the moblin police, and guess what? They don't learn. I'm tearing this house down. Tearing this house down with them in it. I'm gonna find the foundation, and I'm pulling it out from under them. We don't want you here! What's his explanation this time before I blow him to smithereens? Oh, he's just gonna talk about his lair again. Now he's just recycling dialogue! This is what you get! Oh, hi. Are you supposed to be exploding? Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all! Oh no, hubris! I regret everything! So don't mess with moblins, kids. Let that be a lesson to you. Let sleeping moblins lie. Now, luckily, it doesn't really matter if you die in this game, but let the moblins go. Jeez, what's wrong with you? You some kind of psychopath? I can't imagine anybody that would want to blow up their house like that. It's just crazy. I mean, they already suffered enough. They lost their home. They gotta make bombs for a living. They went from nobility to whatever the heck they are now. They're a common rabble. These guys are just gonna have to live with it being so quiet around here. So I guess it is a bonus that they just stick around. Maybe they won't follow me into Ages, but guess what? They're in Ages. He'll learn nothing either. Either way, we're going to have to head to North Horon. We got some things to do, and not much time to do with it. You know what? I'm just going to teleport to North Horon, and we'll deal with that next time. Next time on Oracle of Seasons, we leave the moblins alone, and we're going to move towards the final dungeon. Where could it possibly be? Good night, folks.